Good morning, students of standard 11. Today we are going to discuss topic nucleus and endoplasmic reticulum from chapter 8 cell. Nucleus, it is double membrane controlling structure of the cell. So students, nucleus actually is a double membrane that is made up of two membranes, and the main function of which is to control the cell. The apertures which remain present on the nucleus is called as nuclear pore. So students, here you can easily notice in this picture that there are presence of pores which are actually called as the nuclear pore. So students, nuclear pore generally represents the aperture present on the nucleus. So students, here you can notice also it's written the nuclear pore here. So students, which nucleus pores are actually the holes which remain present on the nucleus. The specific fluid which remains present in the nucleus is called as nucleoplasm. So students, the particular semi-jelly like fluid substance which remains present in the nucleus is called as nucleoplasm. So students, if we concentrate here, then in this picture we can notice that there is presence of semi-jelly like fluid substance which is called as nucleoplasm. Students, here also we can notice that there is presence of rough endoplasmic reticulum which surrounds the outermost envelope of the nucleus, which you can notice here, students. So students, chromatin fibers remain present in the nucleus. Chromatin fibers are the specific structures which are thin thread like in appearance, which is actually DNA wrapped around histone protein and which further condenses. So students, this condensed supercoiled chromatin fibers further forms the chromosome also. So chromatin fibers, which are the prerequisite for the chromosomes, also remain present in the nucleus. So students, if you concentrate on this picture, then we can notice here the presence of chromatin fibers which are thin thread like structures, which are actually DNA wrapped around histone protein. Nucleolus, which is a quite condensed structure, remains present in the nucleus. So students, nucleolus actually is a extremely condensed structure which remains present within the nucleus. So students, let's understand the concept of nucleolus with the help of this picture. So students, here you can notice extremely highly condensed structure remains present inside the nucleus, and that is called as nucleolus. So students, this nucleolus is quite condensed structure which remains present inside the nucleus. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is a specific cell organelle which synthesizes lipid and protein. So students, endoplasmic reticulum actually is a specific cell organelle, the main function of which is to synthesize lipids and protein. So students, we can understand the concept of endoplasmic reticulum with the help of this picture, where we can notice here endoplasmic reticulum written, in which we can find two different types of endoplasmic reticulum surrounding the nuclear envelope. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, which you can find here students, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum which remains present here. So students, generally the rough endoplasmic reticulum remains quite close to the nucleus and further envelops it, whereas the smooth endoplasmic reticulum remains a bit distant from the nucleus. It comprises the following parts: cisternae, tubules and vesicles. So students, the most important part of the endoplasmic reticulum is the presence of its important components, which are cisternae, tubules and vesicles. So students, let's understand the concept of various components of endoplasmic reticulum with the help of this picture. Students, here if you concentrate, then you will be able to notice the thin structures, tube-like structures, which actually is the cistern. Students, here if you concentrate on this picture, then you can find that these are small sac-like structures which are called as vesicles. This is the second most important component of the endoplasmic reticulum. And since the third important part of the endoplasmic reticulum is the tubule. So students, this tubule also is the third important part of the endoplasmic reticulum. So students, cisternae, tubules and vesicles taken collectively forms the endoplasmic reticulum. It is of two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So students, the two distinct types of endoplasmic reticulum are rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Students, we can understand the concept of rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum with the help of this picture. Students, if you concentrate on this picture, then you can notice easily that this is the type of endoplasmic reticulum which is further associated with ribosomes. Whereas students, here if you notice, then you can easily find that the endoplasmic reticulum is not associated with ribosomes. So students, that's the most important difference between the rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Students, now let's discuss how is smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum different. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes lipids, and rough endoplasmic reticulum generates protein. Thank you, students.